Hello and welcome to Nosy Tarot Entertainment, where this nosy person plays with tarot cards for entertainment only. Today we are doing a reading on Steph Curry. So we're going to get started with Major Arcana, then we will just see what the cards have to say, then we will finish up with some coffee grounds. Let's go ahead and see what the tarot has to say about Steph Curry. What is his current overall Major Arcana, please? Current overall Major Arcana. What is his Major Arcana for this season? Major Arcana for this current NBA season, please. What is his Major Arcana for his marriage? Major Arcana for his marriage, please. What is his Major Arcana for his career? Major Arcana for his career, please. And what is his biggest obstacle? Okay, current overall Major Arcana is the Hermit. I don't know if he's a Virgo, but this is a Virgo card. So it seems like right now he is a little, reserved. He is a little pulled back. Maybe he is doing some thinking. And I have not caught too many NBA games, but I haven't heard much from him lately. Now, someone did request this reading, so I'm going to try and remember. They wanted to know why Steph Curry puts up with Draymond Green so much. So I'm going to try and remember to ask that question in a little bit. But it looks like right now Steph is dealing with the man in the mirror, who he is and that reflection that he sees when he is looking in the mirror. So his current season, Major Arcana, the Fool. Okay, so this is something new for him. So there is something that he is just getting started out with. I do think that it is related to basketball. I know that his Splash brother was traded, so he could still be acclimating to that. But there is a new journey for him. There is some new challenge or obstacle that he is about to face, he's about to start dealing with. Now, if you look at this card, this little cat right here, this is my familiars deck. They look kind of tired, maybe even a little lazy. And then his marriage, Major Arcana, the Moon. Okay, so that's interesting. This talks about intuition. So I'm curious if they are clicking on all cylinders, if they still feel very connected, or if this is more about secrets, about things that are done in the dark, about things they don't want to come out and be brought to light. And then current NBA season, this is Justice in the reverse. So this is him feeling as though he is not deserving of something. I think that he was voted into the All-Star game. So I'm not sure where it is that he might feel as though he doesn't deserve something, or maybe something is unfair. But yeah, it looks like he could even catch a case. The Justice card in the reverse could be actually dealing with the law. And then his biggest obstacle, Judgment in the reverse. So this is about being a little egotistical, maybe a little egomaniac. This is someone who can be very stubborn, someone who does not want the input of others. I mean, he is such a great shooter, so it could be, and I'm just using this as an example, like he's such a great player, such a great shooter. This could be like a new strengthening coach coming in and trying to correct his form while he's lifting weights, and he's like, man, I don't need your input, so this is someone who just is really kind of, they don't want input from other people. Now, let's just see what the cards have to say. What can we know about Steph Curry? What can we know about Steph Curry right now? Judgment in the reverse. And remember, that was his biggest obstacle. Since we got it twice, I'm just going to read it word for word. You see there are some words at the bottom. It says doubt, destruction, blame, inner critic, ignoring the call, feeling down, failure, possible loss, ill health. So twice now we have the Judgment card in the reverse, and it looks like he is having some issues with patience and balance. Oh, okay. So, kind of interesting here. We have the Ace of Swords, and usually this talks about like an idea, being a very clear and logical communicator. This is about getting an idea and having clarity, having a brand new opportunity. And then we have the Family card and a traditional card. This talks about like institutions, and with it being right next to this Ten of Cups, my thought on institutions is marriage. So I don't know if there is something going on in his marriage. Okay, so yeah, I get the sense that there might be a little bit of trouble in paradise, but I think that there is a saying down south, and it's cheaper to keep her. And it can deal with a marriage, whether it's, you know, a husband or a wife. It could deal with a car. You know, it might cost you $4,000 to fix a car, but it's cheaper to keep her instead of spending $25,000 on a new car. So there is some hesitancy here to let go, and I think that they might be seeking wisdom. So this could also be the Hierophant card as well, because this is someone who is in a position that is above us. They have more education, more knowledge, and it's someone that could lead us. This could be a counselor, a pastor, maybe a spiritual guru, but it looks like they are coming out of some kind of storm, possibly even a betrayal. And you know, this is them being optimistic and really kind of holding on. Lovers in the reverse, Two of Cups in the reverse, and the Ace of Cups. Okay, yeah, so there's definitely something going on here between them, because we got the Hierophant again, and then Lovers in the reverse. So this talks about having some kind of conflict, about a lack of harmony. This is possibly even a separation. And there was a card that I drew earlier that I said, I wonder, oh, it was the Moon card. I was saying that I wonder if they're as connected as they had been. I think that they are very tied to each other, because weren't these high school sweethearts? But it could also be maybe someone has baby fever. Sometimes this is my baby card, but it is about, you know, love running over. Like the cup is so full of love that it runs over, you know. So I think that's actually really, you know, optimistic. Considering all these cards in the reverse that we got. The Queen of Wands. Okay, so we have some fire energy here. This is Aries, and this is Sagittarius. So, yeah, so we have some fire energy here. I'm not sure if he or Aisha are an Aries or a Sagittarius, but initially I want to say that this is her. This is the Queen of Wands, somebody who is absolutely gorgeous, somebody who is very spiritual, but it looks as if there is some lesson that they are just not learning. Okay, yeah. So I think that there is a problem, an issue. For example, I know maybe it's like insecurity. Maybe it's being bored. Maybe it is feeling overlooked. And it's something that they have dealt with for a while. Maybe it is not trusting someone, you know. Or maybe he is a little detached. He's not as loving or touchy-feely as he had been. And this is something that has been, you know, recurrent. And it looks as though they are getting a little fatigued of going through the same old thing. And I want to know who this Queen of Swords is. It's a Libra energy. Oh, okay. Libra or a Leo energy. Now, I do think that this is an energy and not necessarily a person. If it is a person, then it's either a Libra or a Leo. But I think that this is a judgmental energy because of what has happened in the past and because of who he is, how he is. The Page of Wands is somebody who is very fiery. Look at how he's dressed. Like, this person knows how to dress. They put their best self in front of everybody. This is someone who is outgoing, who can be very famous. This can be like a rock star or, of course, an athlete, somebody that people flock to, and they're usually pretty happy and enthusiastic. But here we have a spirit or an energy of betrayal or selfishness. And remember, this is the second time that we have gotten a betrayal card, because this here can also be a bit of betrayal. Same with that Two of Cups and the Lovers in the reverse. So tell us about this spirit of betrayal that's coming through. Yeah, so it looks like it's just problems. And again, this is about cycles. Remember, we got that World in the reverse, and that's about not learning a lesson. And remember, when we don't learn lessons, we're going to have to go through it again until we actually learn the lesson. So I think that they're getting very frustrated and fatigued because they feel as a couple like failures. But there is passion here. So I do think that they are still very passionate towards one another, but there is a history. Oh, okay. King of Swords. So remember, we had the Queen of Swords over here. So I do get the sense that this is the two of them, showing up here in the reading. So I think that she's a little mistrusting of him, and he's like, I don't know why you're so suspicious or insecure. Like, I'm being honest, I am being open, and I am being faithful. Now, he is very defensive. You can look at this king and you see he's got his sword out. So you do or say the wrong thing, then that sword could come down. This is also very fatherly energy, so it could give like they are, or he is, because this is about him mostly. Well, this reading is about him, but they both showed up with the Lovers and the Two of Cups. So maybe he is sticking it out for the kids. Again, cheaper to keep her. Remember what I said earlier with the Hierophant. But it looks as if they feel, or he feels, that they might be delaying the inevitable because it's just not really working. It's not really panning out. And it looks like they might be getting a little tired. Anything else? Okay. I'm going to switch decks. I'm going to ask about him and Draymond Green. Why does Steph put up with Draymond Green? Why does he put up with all his antics? Thank you. We got the Devil card, the Four of Cups, and the Chariot in the reverse. Okay, I think that based off of these cards, he puts up, let's see what's at the bottom. Four of Swords, Nine of Swords in the reverse, the Queen of Wands in the reverse, the Hermit, we saw them earlier, Page of Cups. Yeah, so I think that he puts up with Draymond's antics because he lives through him a little vicariously. Draymond does not have, specific... It's like Draymond doesn't have as many eyes watching him. He doesn't have to follow as many rules. He can, feed into whatever he desires, whether it's, staying out late, drugs, alcohol, sex, whatever it is that he wants to indulge in, he can, and he doesn't have to be bored or feel overlooked. He's not stressed out about, well, where am I going? What is next? Seven of Wands, the Queen of Cups, and the King of Cups in the reverse. Okay, so yeah, I think that the Queen and King of Cups, I think that this is representative of Steph and Aisha. They are a couple. This is an emotional connection, and you can see that the Queen of Cups is pouring her cup out. Remember, water always talks about change, intuition, or emotion. So maybe she is running low on emotion, and this King of Cups in the reverse is already detached, but they are defending themselves. The Seven of Wands is being on a higher ground and defending whatever it is that belongs to you. Now, notice that I said I felt that these cards, even though I asked about Draymond, these cards over here were about Steph and Aisha and their connection. And look at where this self-satisfied, self-fulfilled cup card fell directly onto the one Draymond Green card that did not deal with them. So I think that, Steph might deal with him because he almost wishes that he were able to live the way Draymond lives. The Emperor and the Six of Swords in the reverse. Yeah. But I think that Steph feels a little more responsible. He has more weight on his shoulders, so he can't move about the way Draymond does. And that's something that he really, I think that he appreciates and he loves the fame and the stress that has been put on him because of who he is and, the way that he has played. But I think that it really weighs down on him. And hold on, let's clarify this before we interpret it. Oh, okay. So I do think that, remember guys, this is all for fun. This is all alleged. We're just being nosy. So thank you, nosy people, for being here. The Empress. Okay. So I do think that there may have been a time or two where Draymond may have covered something for Steph. And we have this Queen of Wands who is beautiful. She's in the reverse. So this could be like a shunned person. And this right here is feeling as though you have let someone or yourself down. I wonder who he could have let down. Empress. This is mother energy. So this could be the Queen of Wands, who is also feminine energy, or this could be Aisha. So I think that there may have been an instance where Steph may not have been the good, well-behaved Christian little boy that we might see him as, and Draymond knows about it. And I think Draymond actually, he likes that side of Steph. I think that he feels Steph needs to lighten up. Lighten up. Ooh, and have some fun. Live a little. There's the Lover's card. Live a little. Ooh, but if he lives a little like that with the Lover's card, then his ass gonna be thrown out. Five of Pentacles. That's being abandoned, being unwanted, pushed out, and just not wanted. Anything else? Okay, let's move on to these coffee grounds. Okay, I do think right away, I see someone on the prowl. So, I do think that this might be, Steph. I'm not sure what he is prowling for, but it's like he is slinking. I don't know why I want to say slinking. slinking and sneaking about in the dark. This is in the future though. Oh, look at this. I also see Merlin. That's interesting. You see Merlin right there? And this is someone in his past. I do think that it's an ancestor. Look at this. I see another person. It's almost like Merlin is floating or levitating. You see that? How he doesn't exactly touch the ground. But look at this person over here too. It's almost like they're levitating as well. You see that? It's like they're flying in. And I just realized these cards that I was using here, talking about him and Draymond, these are my wizard card. So something about wizards here. Something about maybe, well, you know what? Oh my gosh, look at this. I just saw this. Tell me that doesn't look like a woman. Like a female, what's that called? Silhouette. A female silhouette. Like there's her head and like maybe her bosom and her hair flowing down. Okay. First I want to know about these two levitating figures. Emperor in the reverse and the Five of Swords. Okay, so this is giving good angel, bad angel. Like, you know, like on movies or cartoons, they show like the devil on one shoulder and the angel on the other, because one's trying to make you do good, the other one's trying to make you do bad. That's what I'm getting here. And I do think that, I don't know. I know that Steph's parents got a divorce, but I'm not sure why. But I think that his dad may not have been the most positive or loving person. And I think Steph may have a few of those characteristics as well. And I think that is something that he is trying to balance. It's something that he is trying to work on. But also that balance also ties back to the devil and the angel on his shoulders. And I think that there is a side of Steph that we don't see. You see this werewolf here? That is very much a werewolf. So I want to know, how is he in a full moon? King of Cups. Oh, okay. So he's full of love. All right. He's looking to share his love. How about in the darkness of a full moon? Princess of Staves. Okay. Yeah. So I think that he's got a little bit of I think he is very much married, but he likes the attention. And I think that sometimes it does catch him. Now, he has a lot on his mind right now. Look at how dark the bottom of this is. Like, he's really got some stuff weighing down on him. I want to know what is it that's weighing down on his mind. Three of Staves. Okay, it's some kind of new project. It's, what is he doing? Yeah, he's planning on some kind of new endeavor. And I do think that it's going to be, I don't think it's going to be like basketball related. I think it's going to be something else. But it's got a lot of potential to be profitable, you know. And I think that this is something that has been in the works, or it may have just started. Maybe just before the basketball season started. I think that he has a history, not just him, but also his ancestors. They have a history of very turbulent relationships. Maybe a better word would be toxic relationships. I do also feel that his popularity is going to take a hit. I don't know what is going to happen. Why is his popularity going to decline a bit? Or maybe he'll lose followers. That's what it's giving. Three of Cups. Third party energy. The Six of Circles. Okay, yeah, so there may be something that he did in the past that is going to come out, that is going to cause him to lose some popularity. Wheel of Fortune, and it could be some karma that is coming back to him. And I'm going to say this, guys. I know I said it earlier, the baby, but I'm getting baby energy. I don't know if he's got an illegitimate child somewhere, allegedly for fun, just because we're playing with cards. But yeah, I mean, there's some things that could point to babies. So. And I think that he's got a temper. And I don't know what's going on right now, but I get the sense that he's on the verge of blowing up. Why? What's going to make him explode? Change and resistance to it, and unhappiness within himself, and he's just not satisfied. Even if this new project over here is as successful as it could be, because this is such a great card, this Ace of Circles, which is the same as the Ace of Pentacles here, Ace of Sacred Circles. Even if this like blows up and becomes historical, there's still a hole in him, and he is not going to be satisfied, and he doesn't know what it is. But it's like, it's never enough. He's never satisfied. Is he a cigar smoker? I get cigar smoke. And funny enough, I pulled this, but I also get like Egyptian hieroglyphics. I wonder if he's got, does he have like some kind of like tattoo or something? I'm getting like Nefertiti. Okay. Now, he does have some messages, some energies that are trying to break through. You see those energies there? There's what, one, two, about four of them. And it's like they're trying to break through, but he has this barrier here. But look at all this open area over here. So they may not be able to get in over here, but if they just switched a little bit, they could definitely get in through here. So I think that he needs to be careful of that, because, you know, we don't always want to connect with certain energies. And even if it's money, it could also be money, but, you know, not all money is good money. So I do think that there is an underlying issue that it goes throughout his family, from his ancestors to him now. And unfortunately, it looks like it could, you know, it seems like a generational thing. What is it? The Hermit. And the Seven of Cups. Okay, so it could be that they just can't even relate. They cannot even relate to people who are used to doing things on their own. Like, I think his dad was a famous basketball player, so he grew up with a silver spoon in his mouth. Now, he is also a famous basketball player, so his kids they're the third generation of a wealthy family, so they're growing up with a golden spoon in their mouths, you know? So then it could just continue, and it's like each generation is getting further and further away from natural made man. Does that make sense? Like somebody who is struggling, someone who has to turn within to find the strength to achieve whatever it is that they need, whether it's money, food, shelter, or just being able to be in the quiet by yourself. So I think that is it for, oh no, I want to ask about this feminine energy here. Tell me about this feminine energy at the bottom of this plate. Eight of Swords. Seven of Pentacles and the Three of Swords. Yeah, guys. So this, yeah, I think that this is just like a spirit of temptation, you know? It is in the form of a female, but but I think that he may have gotten himself into a position that he's not comfortable in. It's giving Kevin Hart blackmail, you know? So, anyways, that is my reading. Thank you all so much for being here. I will see you in my next one.